In the Field updates on Market Journal are supported by the Nebraska Corn Board. As crops grow taller and the season matures, it's not uncommon to see low-flying airplanes dive and rise all over the landscape. Those aerial applicators help apply products to protect and manage pale plants, doing it faster and on a larger scale than ground-based sprayers can. To make sure those planes are achieving efficient and uniform operations, a group called SAFE helps test planes across the U.S. SAFE stands for Self-Regulating Application and Flight Efficiency. For today's In the Field update, we have a Market Journal throwback as we learn how these planes are calibrated ahead of the spraying season.
Actually, we read it through a spectrometer, and the actual pattern data that comes out, it will come close to pretty much showing you exactly where every drop hit within that pattern. From one end of the pattern, one side of the pattern to the other side of the pattern. And what we look for is, number one, a consistent low area or high spot where there's under application or over application going on within that pattern itself. Now, every pass is going to be a little bit different because of all the different variables that there are in aerial spraying. However, if we consistently see a low spot, a high spot, or some issue, that means that we need to make some adjustments to that equipment to fill in those spots or to reduce those high spots and make it a much more even pattern.
For a farmer out there, can you explain maybe the bigger differences between a land application and an aerial application?
Well, an aerial application obviously is a much quicker operation. Aerial application, they can work when ground application sometimes can't. Other issues might be, crop height, obviously. Ground application is going to be, a little less expensive. However, and I see it all the time driving down the highway where they use ground application on crops that have been drilled, you obviously have a yield loss there. And that yield loss most likely would more than pay for the application and the product by doing it with aerial sprayer.
So what's the participation level in Operation SAFE?
Well, within the United States, they do have a fair participation rate. I've been to a lot of other states as far as helping out with fly-ins and conducting fly-ins there. Some states it's a requirement. People go have their plane tested, just do a set of 3 or 4 passes just to satisfy that requirement.